And good care means not just providing the food, clothing, and the shelter, giving them Krishna consciousness. That is the real good care. And perhaps it would be their last birth, and they will go back to the eternal abode and be a part of Krishna's pastimes, eternal pastimes. So, Abhay Charanarvindare. That is why Prabhupada's name also, his father Gaur Mohan Dev, when he appeared, he says his name will be Abhay, fearless. And Prabhupada was fearless, not worried about anything, wherever he went. He didn't have any money when he came to New York. When he came to Boston Harbor, he says, I didn't know where to go, left or right. 35 rupees in his pocket. 35 rupees is like $7. And Prabhupada said in a city like Boston or New York, $7 is not even going to last 1 hour. Is it true or not? If you honestly see, right? So, he said, but he was completely dependent on Krishna. Even when he was in New York, he was alone all by himself sitting on a bench in a park. And there was one bus conductor coming, Mr. Rubin. And he would say, yes, there are temples and there are devotees. It's a matter of time. Excuse me. Sri Radhe. So, Abhay, fearless. He got 2 heart attacks on the Jaldut, but he didn't care. He says, Krishna, you have brought me here, there must be some reason. My Gurudev has given me instructions to preach this message of Krishna consciousness to the English-speaking world. Fearless. At the age of 70, somebody well situated in Vrindavan, in India, who is retired, he takes this hardship of begging for a ticket for the shipping line or the steamship owner. Please give me a seat, please. And she is saying, you are very old. You cannot travel 40 days with high waves in the sea. That too on a cargo ship. Swamiji, I cannot give you. But then he begged and he said, no, you are a devotee yourself and you have to understand Guru's order. Compassion. So that is fearlessness. Prabhupada, Vaishnavas, when they preach, they are fearless. They don't care. The only they care is about the people. So that Prahlad Maharaj, when Nrsimhadev Bhagavan appeared in front of him, he asked him, ask me a boon. I'm very pleased with you, with your devotion. How much faith you have. So he says, what boon can I ask you? In my material world, my father Hiranyakashipu, the great demon, had everything. His name is Hiranyakashipu. Hiranya means gold and Kashipu means all comforts. And he had everything. You name it. But within a split of a second, Tavakara Kamala Vare Nakam Adbhuta Sringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringam, just like a small fruit fly, he was finished by you. What is there in this material world? So, if you want to give me something, give me. There are so many millions of souls suffering. Let me help my Guru Naradji to propagate Krishna consciousness. So that's the fearlessness. Our goal, actually speaking, from our hearts, our Gaudiya Vaishnava teachers teach a very, very important point. Of course, Prabhupada said that we should be going back to Godhead. You chant 16 good rounds, follow the 4 regulative principles, and in this life you will go back to Godhead. But going back to Godhead is not really the inside goal. The goal is, no matter where I am, I will always want to serve Krishna. His Guru used to say, Prabhupada's Gurudev, Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada, that don't try to see Krishna. Amazing sentence. But perform your service in such a way that when Krishna is pleased, he will ask for you or he will see you. Because Krishna is the master. How can you order the master, please appear in front of me? This is Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta philosophy. So, Bhaja Ure Mana Sri Nandanand Abhay Charna Ravindare Durlabha Mana Va Janama Satsange Tarae Bhava Sindhure. This human form of life is extremely rare. Not guaranteed that again when we die, after getting a human birth, we will get another human birth. No sir, no ma'am. It doesn't happen like that. Whatever activities we have done in our life, we are actually slowly preparing our next body. So if we lived an animalistic life, then guaranteed we will get an animal's life in our next life. Guaranteed. But if we live like a human being, and what is a human being? Human being means one who inquires about the higher spiritual activities. Yathato Brahma Jigyasa. Where do I come from? Where will I go? Who is God? What is my position? Athato Brahma Jigyasa. Our Vedanta Sutra says. So therefore, we have to be humans. But if we miss the boat, then 8,400,000 species of life is there, and we will be lost. Again and again. Puna puna jaram, puna puna maranam, janani jatare shayanam. Shankaracharya says, Adi Shankaracharya, that again and again we will be born, and again and again we will die, and we will be tied to the umbilical cord in the mother's womb. There is no recourse. Therefore, he says that Durlabha Manavadeha, this human form of life is there. Prahlad Maharaj also gives the same instructions. He says, Kaumaram Acharad Pragya Dharman Bhagavati Iha Durlabham Manushya Deha Tadapi Arthadam Adhruvam. Meaning, he says that this human form of life is very rare. So one should take to Krishna consciousness, ideally speaking, from the age of 4 or 5, from Kaumar age. Because generally when we learn so many things when we are little kids, we learn so many things, including languages. The more older you get, things become very difficult. So Kaumaram Acharat Pragyat Dharman Bhagavata, we should take to this Krishna consciousness. Because Durlabham Manushya Tadapi Arthadam Adhruvam. And it is the highest destination we can get in this body. Although our body is temporary. Somebody can question that even the human beings, they don't live eternally. Somebody will die very soon. Maybe 80 years, 90 years, maximum around 100 years. But after that, what? But in spite of the temporary body that we have, we can attain Arthadam, the highest. That is why Durlabham Manushya Deha. What is the next verse? Durlabham Manushya Janma Satsange. Therefore, we must do satsang. Satsang means what? What does satsang mean?
Good association.
Very good. Good association. What else?
Chanting.
No, what is the actual meaning of Sat mean and Sangha mean?
Together. Chanting together. Chanting together.
Okay, that's one. Sat means eternal. That is the primary meaning. And Sangha means that association that will take you to eternality. Other associations that we see will again bring you back again and again, maybe in a cat's body, dog's body, hog's body, because of the association. So this association, Krishna conscious association, will take us to the highest platform, which is eternal, which is Krishna. Because Krishna is Sat Chit Ananda, Vigraha. So, Durlabha Manusha Janava Satsange Tarae Bhava Sindhure. And by the association of devotees, we can cross over the ocean of nescience or the ocean of material existence. Sita Atapa Bhata Barishana Edina Yamini Jagire. Sita means cold. Atapa means summer. Sita Atapa Bhata means windy. Barishan means rain. So all the 4 different seasons. Shita Atapa Bhata Barishana Edina Yamini Jagire. Din means day, Yamini means night. So day and night, all the 4 seasons, meaning 365 days. What are we doing? We are simply Eshita Adava Bhata Barishana Edina Jamini Jagire Bifale Sevinu Kripana Durjana Chapala Sukha Lavalagire. Bifale means fruitless. We are doing service to who? Kripan and Durjan. Kripan means miser. Miser, what does miser mean in Dutch? What is the word? Kirat. One who doesn't even spend one single penny. So why is Govinda Das saying that we are serving misers? You will say, my boss is very nice. He's paying me 25 euros an hour. Or he's giving me a good salary. I am satisfied. So why? So everybody in this material world who is not Krishna conscious is a miser. Why? Because our human body has got so much wealth, unlimited wealth, which is Krishna consciousness, and if we don't use it with the proper use, we don't put it to proper use, then we are misers. We have this wealth in us. Krishna Bhakti Sadhu Karunai. Everybody has Krishna consciousness in their hearts. It's a matter of Shravana Chitta Koroi Uday. By listening, by chanting, etc., it re-manifests. So if we are not using something with optimal use, then we are misers. Supposing if somebody has got 100 euros and he doesn't use it, even if he has to spend 1 euro to take the tram and he says, no, I'm going to walk 5 kilometers, as an example. And that person is a miser. He doesn't want to use it. He's got so much wealth. Or he may be a multimillionaire and even then he wants to take the bus when he can afford the means, or he wants to walk. So that is miser. So we are simply vifale, without any fruit, proper fruit, without any proper vifal. Fal means result. So we don't have a proper result by serving these masters. And we are his vifale sevinu kripan and durjan. Durjan means rascals. Those people who do not believe in God, those people believe that I am God, those people believe that what is God, what nonsense. You say, I want a holiday for Janmashtami, or I want a holiday for going. No, you have to come overtime. No temple. What temple? Work is worship. Those are rascals. Work is worship. It's the saying. They say work is worship. So kripane vifale sevinu kripana durjana. For what? Chapala sukha lavalagire. We simply get flickering happiness. So we get our paycheck at the end of the week or end of the month or every 2 weeks. We're just waiting when I can get my paycheck, when I will go here, when I will go there, when I will spend it, when I will go to the cafe, when I will go to the bar, when I will go to the movies, when I will go to the mall to spend all this money that I have learned, that I have earned with so much labor. But that is vifal, because at the end of the time, when death comes, then you are thinking only about clothes and cafe and girls and so many other nonsense things. And when you die, finished. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, whatever your consciousness at the time of death, that is the destination you will achieve. So all our life we simply earn money, and then we spend money. That's what our consciousness will be at the time of death. Therefore, vifale sevino kripana durjana chapala, flickering happiness. Chapala sukha lavalagire. But when we serve devotees, when we serve Krishna, then we will not get chapal sukha. We will get eternal sukha. We will get eternal happiness. That's so important. E dhana yauvana putra parijana ithe ki ashe parati tire. The wealth that we get, e dhana, yauvana, the youth. Some people think, I'm so handsome, I'm so beautiful. How long is it going to last? How long is your wealth going to last? E dhana yauvana putra. Some people have family, they have children. How long is your children going to help you? In today's world, if your father and mother, they don't have money, even the children kick you out. We don't want you, go to the old home. Take the government money and survive on that. Dad and mom, we don't have time for you. Grandpa, we don't have time for you. It's the same people who raised you. This is our society. So, dhana, our wealth, is not going to save us. Putra, our children are not going to, parijana, our relatives are not going to save us. Putra parijana, ithe ki ache parati, they are all useless. They cannot save you at the time of death. Kamala dala jala jivana talamala bhaja hari pada nitire. Kamala dala jala. So the life, our life is such, it's just like droplets of water on a lotus flower petal. As a matter of fact, any flower you take, if it's raining, or if you spray water on it with your hose, you see there is some drops of water on the petals. But how long does that water drops last? Just a few seconds. They all slide down, they fall. So our life is also like that. Just like water on a leaf. Water on a leaf. Any second we can get kicked out. Any second. Is it guaranteed that only after 80 we will die? A 1-year-old child can die. A 5-year-old boy can die. A 10-year-old boy can die. A 20-year-old young man can die. A 40-year-old can die. 60-year-old, 80-year-old, no guarantee. Any second death can come. Is it true or not? Therefore, he's saying, Kamala dala jala jivana talamala. Talamala means any second it will be gone. So many times we hear the news, oh, such and such a person, he died. Oh my God, he was so young. He was only 16. How did that happen? Have we not heard such news in our life? Have we not heard, oh, he's only 35 and he got cancer. And he died of cancer. Just 2 months ago, he was just going around with us and having fun with us, and suddenly he's gone like that. Chapala. Like, meaning, it is Kamala Dala Jala Jivana Talomala. Talomala means like a rocking boat, like the drop of water. And therefore, Govinda Das says, Bhaja hu Hari Pada Niti Re. For me, the solution to that is, I don't care even if I die right this moment, but I will always worship the lotus feet of Krishna. Hari Pada. Hari means Krishna. Hari Pada Niti Re. And what is the process? Process is the ninefold process of devotion in the last verse. Shravana Kirtana Smarana Vandana Pada Sevana Dasya Re Pujana Sakijana Atmanivedana Govinda Dasa Bilashare. So Pujana. What are the processes of devotion? You can do worship of the deities, Pujana. Sakijana. You can consider Krishna as your friend. Pujana, Sakijana. Atmanivedana. You surrender everything that you have to Krishna. Krishna, I'm just the keeper. Just like the bank teller, the cashier. Everything belongs to you. If you have that consciousness is perfect. Pujana, Sakijana, Atmanivedana. What is that? Next, Shravana Kirtana Smarana Vandana. It starts first by Shravan. Shravan means hearing is the first process of devotional service. Just like when we are even children, the first words that go in our ears, we learn that quickly. Mama, Daddy, ooh. Because the parents teach us that through the sound vibration. So Shravan. Shravan is the first process of devotional service. That should never be given up. Kirtan. When you can hear, Kirtan means to recite or to speak or to glorify. So if you hear, you can glorify. Right? If you hear something, you can repeat it. Smaran. Now when you do Shravan, you hear. And when you speak, then naturally, the practice will be that we will always think of it. Smaran. Pada Sevana. Offering our surrender by serving the lotus feet of Krishna. And serving the lotus feet of Krishna means serving the lotus feet of Krishna's representative. That is the inner and a deeper meaning. Because, yes, we have the Sri Vigraha in the temple, but we have to serve the representative of Krishna nicely. Then Krishna is pleased. Sakshat Haritvana Samasta Shastra Uktas Tathava Yata Eva Sadbhi Kinto Prabhoya Priya Evatasya Vande Guru Shri Chanaranga. Krishna and Krishna's devotee or the pure devotee are not different. But Krishna is God and the devotee is devotee. Guru is Guru. It is not that Guru is Krishna. But because the quality of compassion is there from Krishna, the Guru has. Because the way that Krishna thinks, Guru also thinks for the well-being of Krishna. That is why they are non-different. Even in Christianity, people have not really understood the words when Jesus says that I and my Father are one. So they say, the Christians, that Jesus is God. When they generally use this sentence from the Bible. I and the Father are one. What is that I and the Father? That oneness means that oneness in thinking, feeling, willing. Whatever my Krishna wants, whatever my God wants, we are on the same page. Please try to understand this. Just like a father and a son. Son grows up and he takes care of the business. Father slowly retiring. Some of the old customers are coming to the father and saying, then look, we need a good price on this item that you are manufacturing. So he says, you know what? Whatever my son says, me and my son, we are one. Do you get the point? Whatever his decision is my decision. Because he knows exactly how I think. He knows exactly how I feel. So similarly, devotees know what Krishna wants. How Krishna, Anukulina Krishna Anushilanam Tad Bhakti Uttama. Uttam Bhakti or topmost Bhakti is pleasing Krishna, whatever Krishna wants. That is called I and the Father are one. That is the meaning, what Jesus is saying. So Jesus is clearly saying that I'm my Father. So if there's a father and he's the son, then obviously there are two different persons. But unfortunately, the understanding that a lot of Christians or Catholic give is not what our Vaishnava understanding is. We are one means, like sometimes we have a meeting. Is everybody unanimous about this decision? We are all one. All those who are one, please raise your hands. So that means we are all one. It doesn't mean that you are me or you are him or you are her. We are all individuals, but we are on the same page. That is the meaning. So, Pada Sevan means to serve Krishna through his bona fide representative. Pada Sevan Adasyare, considering Krishna as our eternal master. If somebody wants that, we discuss that rasa. Pujana Sakhi Jana. You offer different items like do puja, you worship. Sakhi Jana, considering Krishna as my friend. Atma Nivedana. Atma Nivedana, full surrender. As we have described earlier, Govinda Das Abhilashare. Govinda Das, who is the writer of this bhajan, says that this is my desire. So, on a final note, when we are in front of Krishna or when we are in front of Prabhupada, what are we praying? I always tell myself, and I also like to share this with everyone, we don't know even how to pray properly. So these such prayers, when we recite and when we understand the meaning of how these great devotees are praying, then we will also have that same mood at some point in our lives. So we should study these Vaishnava bhajans and understand the meaning of these bhajans. They are so wonderful. They are actually all the different wonderful Vaishnava scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita given to you on a platter. The essence of devotion is given on a plate by our acharyas through the medium of bhajans. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Gurudev. Shishi Karuna Nitai Gaur Chandra Ki Gaur Premanande. So I think we will end now. If there is a question or two, I can take it, or a comment, because I think it's a little past the time. Any questions or comments?
One comment.
Yes, Mata.
It was a wonderful lecture.
All glories to Guru Gauranga.
Very, very deep. The meaning behind, I never knew, because this is one of my favorite songs. Also one of your gurus and my favorite songs. The meaning, the deep meaning.
Yes.
It inspires me to listen carefully to the, not only singing the songs and understanding it a little bit, but to dive into the
Yes,
meaning.
Mata.
And that,
Yes. Very true. Because they are self-realized souls.
Yes.
They're actually the associates of Mahaprabhu.
Yeah.
They're the associates of Radharani. How can they go wrong? They know exactly what Radharani feels or what Krishna feels and what they like or what they dislike. So they bring us to that platform expressed through the wonderful writings. And this is just one of them. There are so many wonderful Vaishnava bhajans written by Narottam Das Thakur, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Vishwanath Chakravarti Pad. So many wonderful. So my humble request is we should try. As you are doing wonderful, one day in a week, you're dedicating it to bhajan weekend or bhajan day.
Yes.
But at the same time, not only do the bhajan, but discuss it.
Very nice. Yeah.
And sometimes there is a lot of nice purports for the bhajans that Srila Prabhupada has given. Read those purports and discuss it amongst you all. Somebody may have a question. Somebody may want to, understand it. So whoever is the leader, you can read those purports. Because these purports are the heart pouring out of the acharyas, giving us the sweetest of the sweetest fruit on a platter.
Yes.
We don't understand Shastra, we don't understand Sanskrit. There's so much. Prabhupada has given so painstaking, so much Shastra, converting each and every verse from Sanskrit to English, reading his books. And reading the bhajans. Actually, our platform is that when we actually are interested in bhajans, that is a very, very high seva.
Yes.
It is a higher seva that is considered amongst so many other sevas. Because then we are inspired to have the same mood eventually at some point in our lives, and our chanting and all other activities that we do will enhance that mood.
Yeah, but all the temples do it like that. I remember like in Mayapur, they in the morning after Manga Arti, they recite the Sishtastaka every year. And in Africa I saw them, they always sing one bhajan. Doya karo mo.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, that is a
Oh,
wonderful bhajan too.
oh,
That bhajan itself, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we can speak 3-4 hours just on that bhajan.
Yes.
It's so deep.
It is standard doing the arti and then they
Yes.
put one bhajan in.
Yes,
It's
Narottam Das Thakur's.
always do the-
Yes.
So it inspires.
It's amazing.
Also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very true.
Like that. And this one is nice if you see the 9 processes of devotional songs.
Yes,
They are given
yes.
by Govinda Das.
Yes. So this is very wonderful. We should follow in their footsteps and try our best. And singing bhajans is always auspicious, even if you don't understand it.
Yes.
But if you understand it, you will even relish it more.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like sometimes somebody can sing a nice Dutch song. I may like it. Right? It sounds so nice. But if I understood the words, I would enjoy it even more. Just a simple example. Right?
Yeah.
So similarly, if we understand the heart that is being poured out by the acharyas, then that will even enhance, it will make it more sweeter. It's like adding more sugar candy to our milk
Yeah, I remember.
and making it more and more condensed.
Yes.
And condensed milk is even wonderful and sweet than normal regular milk with sugar. As you stir on a low fire. So similarly, the acharyas have given us this cream of the Vedic literatures in the form of bhajans.
I remember how Srila Prabhupada, when he just married with Radha, she was singing wonderful. And then he asked her, "What are you singing? The song, do you know the meaning of what you are singing?" She said, "No, I don't know, I just learned it." So in the movie. Made this movie.
Yeah. Abhay Charan.
She was just married and she was singing. He asked her, "Why this song you were singing so lovely?" "Oh, but I don't know what I'm singing." It was so angry. He couldn't understand.
So through these songs, we can learn how to pray. When we're in front of Krishna, we can say the same words nicely. Then let me surrender to your lotus feet, Krishna, because I know your lotus feet will give me complete fearlessness. Abhay Charana. Oh my dear Krishna, let me surrender to you and serve you, because right now I'm serving all these nonsense people, Kripan and Durjan, misers and rascals. But engage me eternally in your service. So Krishna will listen to that when we have that sincere desire in our heart. Krishna is also in the heart situated as Paramatma. So he makes a note. Oh, here is a sincere devotee. He wants to know more about me. So let me make the arrangements. So slowly things will fall in place. Other material responsibilities will diminish. And more we will become closer and closer. More time will be dedicated to Krishna consciousness. But it should be done naturally. When we feel it, then Krishna makes that arrangement. Not artificially. So like that, this is the process of surrender, the process. All these people in my family, they are useless practically. Unless they are Vaishnavas who are helping me. Because at the time of death, your father or mother, your brother, your wife is standing. And you say, "Can you save me, please?" So these are known, Bhagavad calls them the Asat Sena. Sena means soldiers. And Asat means false soldiers. Because what is the job of a soldier? To protect. Right? The job of a soldier is to protect. Now all these soldiers are surrounding this person when that person is dying, and he's thinking, "Oh, maybe, that soldier will save me. My uncle, my aunt, Parijana, Putra, my son, he will save me." Nobody. There's a very nice small pastime, and then I will end. At one time, one person was dying. So his family was all around him, and they were crying, and they were sad. So then the angels of death came. It was time for them to take the soul away. So the person who was dying is saying, "Wait a minute, how come you are here? I thought I will go to heaven, or at least I will go to Vaikuntha, or I will go to heaven. But you are taking me to hell. So I said, well, my dear sir, we have a long list of all the sins you committed. You earned your money in a dishonest way. You lied about your money. You did so many nonsense in your business. You cheated people. But he said, you know what, sir? Wait a minute. All that money that I earned, I spent it on my family. Look at the clothes my wife is wearing. Look at all that jewelry. Look at my son. He went to good school. Look at my son. He has got a nice car. Look at my grandson. He's got all these wonderful toys. So then the Yamduts, or the angels of death, said that maybe, ask them if they want to come with you, because they use your money. So then here, this whole conversation is happening, and by some divine arrangement, they can see that this god of death is there, or the angel of death, Yamdut, and the entire family is scared. He says, no, Papa, no, Daddy. No, why? Practically from your kindergarten all the way to your PhD, I spent so many thousands and thousands of euros in your fees. That came through the business, and sometimes I had to lie and I had to cheat. But I always took care of you. You always got good food on the table. He told his wife, at least you come. He told his relatives, did you remember? You asked me for money one day, you did not have money, and I helped you with it. And I didn't even ask for the money. You repay me. I just gave it to you out of my goodness. So I think you are also, because now my karma is dictating that I go to hell. So I think you all should also come with me and participate. So everybody backed out. No. You want to go, you go. We will do some nice prayers for you, for your soul. We will do some nice puja and all this. But, we don't want to go with you. This is Asat Sena. This is our family. This is our friends. Anybody who cannot help you in Krishna consciousness, they are useless. Very simple. Plain. Our acharyas have very clearly said that. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Srila Prabhupada. Gurudev. Hare.